Well, hello everyone. Welcome to day 1 of the Portfolio Diet Challenge. So today you're going to see 29 more days of what I'm eating in a day. So today is going to only be what I'm going to be putting in my smoothies. I don't know if you'd really call it a smoothie when it's just mostly going to be liquid with powder stuff in it, or not. I don't know. I'm not actually sure what you would call it, to be honest with you. So my drinks, we'll call it that, my drinks. So this is what I'm going to be having twice a day, I believe. Yeah, twice a day. I'm going to have this twice a day, morning and night, to make sure that I get all of the different amounts of ingredients that I need. So the first thing that I need is something called plant sterols. Basically, it's something that all plants have, so it's not that hard to get plant sterols in your diet, but it's very hard to get the amount that you need in order to have it have any effect on your cholesterol. So you need to actually have 2 grams a day, and I think one of the examples that I gave you yesterday in the video was that I don't remember, like a particular vegetable, you would eat half a cup of it and you'd get like 0.1, and you need 2. So it would be really hard pressed for you to get it without having some kind of a supplement. And the supplement that I wanted to use was an orange juice base, but they don't have that. Sorry if you hear noise going on. I'm making a potato soup for my husband and my daughter for lunch, and my other daughter for supper for tonight. So anyways, so I bought, it is beta cytosterol. It's a phytosterol. The only ingredient that is in here is the phytosterol. It has per, let's see, 1 level teaspoon has 1,735 milligrams of phytosterol. So obviously I'll need more than 1 teaspoon, level teaspoon. But basically what it says is to do a rounded half teaspoon once or twice a day. And yeah, so I bought this on Amazon. I didn't realize I was buying such a big container. So there's a lot of teaspoons in this. Lots and lots of teaspoons in this. So I really did not think that I was buying this big of a container. So anyway, it's got a better than use by date of 2021. So we've got a few years yet. We're gonna be okay. So anyway, that's number 1. That's going to be one of the main ingredients. I'm going to have 2 grams of that a day, so 1 gram twice a day. Then after that, I'm also going to need to include some soy protein. And so the soy protein that I purchased is, again, it's a really big container, but this one I think actually will go pretty quick because you have to use a level scoop in order to get 25 grams, and I need 50 a day. So I intend to use 1.5 scoops of this a day. I think that that will be sufficient, as well as eating any other soy products, to get me to the 50 grams a day. So I'm gonna have 1 scoop and a half a scoop every day. And that is 1 level scoop is 25 grams, I believe, of soy protein. Yes, 25 grams of soy protein. So, and there were just a few ingredients in here. Unfortunately, there is some salt in here, which is, it's not a lot, but it's totally unnecessary in my opinion. There's some soy lecithin to keep it from separating out. I have no idea what natural flavors means. I did buy vanilla, so whatever their version of vanilla is. Yeah, I don't know. So, and the other ingredient is fructose, which I would avoid that if possible as well. So I don't really, this isn't exactly what I would consider like a super, super healthy thing to eat. But if it does work to get my cholesterol down, that's the goal. So anyway, a scoop and a half of this. And then I'm also going to, the other new thing I'm going to be doing is adding psyllium powder. And I need 2 of this a day because 1 teaspoon is equivalent to, well, now this says 1 teaspoon is 3 grams of soluble fiber, but maybe it was a tablespoon. I'll look it up before I put it in there for sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's 1 tablespoon is 5 grams of soluble fiber. So I'm going to actually put 2 of that in there because I want to get 10 grams of soluble fiber out of this alone every day. And this is gluten-free, it's non-GMO, it's organic, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure that it says it's manufactured in California, but I would assume that it comes from India, to be honest with you. I think that's where almost all psyllium comes from. So Anyway, this also has a Best By date of like over a year from now, so I'm not too worried about that either. So the other things that are going to be in my mix are things that I've already been having on a regular basis anyway, and I'm going to continue. So I'm going to continue with having, so I have a 1/4 teaspoon of this once a day currently. I haven't been real good about keeping track of this, to be honest with you, for the last couple weeks, but I was doing really well with that. So 1/4 teaspoon twice a day is what we're going to aim for with this. About a 1/4 teaspoon once a day, maybe an 1/8 teaspoon once a day. Probably a total of 1/8 teaspoon a day, so it's going to be in half because I'll do it twice in a day. So an 1/8 teaspoon a day. And then the amla powder is something that I will continue to do, and it is also just one, let's see, 1/2 teaspoon per serving, so I'll just do 1/2 teaspoon twice daily. So the only other new thing that I'm going to add is this raspberry zinger tea, and it doesn't have to be this particular one, guys. You could use whatever you wanted, but it needs to have the first ingredient be hibiscus. And so I've been doing a lot of research about antioxidants and things that are healthier for you and how to make certain things, and this is one of the things that Dr. Greger highly recommends. Even over drinking his green tea, he recommends hibiscus tea. So I am going to take a tea bag. I'm not actually sure how much is in a tea bag, and I don't really need a whole lot, to be honest with you, on a daily basis. So I'm going to just take maybe 1 tea bag and dump it in there for like 3 to 5 days worth. I'm not actually sure. I will have to see what it is that's in a tea bag and how much it quantity wise comes out to be. I want a decent amount. I don't want it to be like, I'd like probably about an 1/8 teaspoon per drink. That sounds pretty good to me. And so what am I going to mix that in? I'm going to be using something that we already buy normally anyway. It's vanilla light vanilla soy milk, and it has 6 grams of protein per 8 fluid ounces. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to put spinach in it like I normally would, and then I bought 3 different containers of this. I would not normally buy this kind of thing, to be honest with you. I'm a real proponent, if you're going to drink juice, drink real juice, just drink juice. If that's what you're gonna do, just drink it. Don't drink the fake stuff, don't drink fake soda, all that kind of stuff. However, I bought a diet blueberry, a diet cranberry lemonade, and a cranberry grape, I believe. There's only a very small amount of actual juice in this. It's got some blueberry juice, some grape juice, and then junk, really and truly is how I look at it. But I do think that I need something to mix into it to make it have a little bit more flavor, and maybe I won't. So this is just me trying it out. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. This is just supposition on my part. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. I don't know. And I might put a banana in my drinks depending upon how kind of not exciting tasting they are. But I am not going to measure this stuff out twice a day, every day. Not happening. So we have a bunch of these containers that have just the little lids on them, and you put stuff in them, and it's not exactly airtight, but the lid doesn't come off this way. So I'm going to make as much as what will fit in this container and still be, like, I can shake it up to make sure it's well mixed, and put that in the freezer or set it on the counter. I don't really know. All this other stuff is not refrigerated in terms of like the powders and stuff, so maybe it won't be that big of a deal. Maybe I'll just leave it on the counter. I don't know yet. We keep our flaxseed in the freezer after we grind it up, but I don't think this stuff needs it, to be honest with you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go make one right now so that you guys can, I could tell you what it tastes like. So I'm going to make it with 8 ounces of milk, 8 ounces of blueberry juice, all of this other stuff, and some spinach. We'll try it without a banana first, see how that goes. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys in a little bit to let you know what it tastes like. Wish me luck. Alrighty guys, so before we discuss how this tastes, yeah, we're gonna have to back off to 1 scoop a day on the soy protein, or else that's gonna like eat me out of house and home. Holy cow, I had no idea that the scoop would be, I figured it was like a scoop, you know, like in a coffee can or something, that kind of a scoop. No. Look at this thing. Hang on. That is a huge scoop. So yeah, there's only like 20 servings in this container. I don't remember how much it cost. but that's a lot. So I'm gonna have to figure out, go back to the drawing board a little bit and figure out what I'm gonna do to get some more soy protein in me, because I can't afford to do that. Like more than once a day for sure. So this smells kind of funny. And when I say smells funny, I think it's maybe the tea. It just smells very, very, very weird fruity, like weird fruit flavor. So let's give it a shot. It's not horrible. It's totally drinkable. I put all of it in there. I put the juice in there. I put the soy milk in there. I put the banana in it. I put the spinach in it. Put all the sort of stuff in it. It's not bad. I might go back and put some ice in here, cool it down a little bit more. The milk was the only thing that was refrigerator temperature. Everything else was room temperature. And but it's not bad. I don't know that I really would enjoy doing this twice a day. Not horrible. It's not too bad. It's very gritty. Like the soy protein is probably what's doing that. It's very gritty. But it's not terrible. It's a lot of calories for not terrible though. You know, if you're gonna have like probably close to 450 or 500 calories, I think. Well, the soy protein is 180. The milk is 90. So that's 270. The banana's 100-ish. So 370. The blueberry juice was only 5. The spinach is probably next to nothing. Okay, so maybe 400 calories, because a lot of this other stuff doesn't have calories in it. It's not horrible. For 400 calories, that's a lot of calories though still. Anyways, so yeah. So I'm gonna drink this and consider what else I'm supposed to have for the day. It's fine. It just needs to be cooled down. I don't know if it needs the juice. I might be able to do it without the juice and with just the soy milk. Although the juice was 5 calories, so that's not too big of a deal, other than the fact that it's got a bunch of junk in it that I don't really want to be consuming. So if I can handle having it without that, I might just do that. But anyway, this is it for me for day 1. Starting tomorrow, I'll start showing you guys what food I'm having, and then I'll be, if I do different things with the smoothies and stuff, I'll let you know. If I find a different way to get some soy protein in me that's a little less expensive, I might consider doing that too. I don't really want to put tofu in a smoothie though. That sounds disgusting. But, okay, so I gotta go finish getting ready for my day and make some soup for my family, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you're having a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye guys.